What is up, you guys? Today I'm back for another Mascara Monday video where I review new mascaras that I have not tried yet. Today we're going to be doing the Lashaholic Big Fake Mascara Dramatic Length and Volume from Hard Candy. The brush looks pretty interesting on this. It kind of like has like a rundown on the back over here. It says it separates clumps, like the end has kind of like spikes on it. So you know, like most normal brushes, they kind of just like have the like bristles, like the bristles on the actual like sides of it. This one says that it separates clumps and it has like those spikes that come out of the very like tip of the brush. And it says Lashaholic Big Fake Extreme Volume Length and Mascara. Go to extreme lengths with this false lash look mascara. Quick glide formula smooths across lashes to evenly coat and lengthen. The maximum bristles brush with curl, separate, and lift lashes for an instantly noticeable difference. Lashes so envious, everyone will want to know where you got them. So that's what it claims. Those are the claims of this mascara. It's I like the packaging. It's this kind of like neon yellow color with some pink and black writing on it. So yeah, I got mine in Blackest Black. I don't try Hard Candy a ton of times, but more that I've gotten into like the cruelty-free side of makeup. If you're looking for drugstore brands, Hard Candy can be really good, but I've never tried any of their mascaras before. They only had two that I saw. The other one I think said it was like a more like volume kind of specific, where this kind of said that it did both, and this is supposed to be more of like a false lash effect. So anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys on in so you can see me a little bit better while I'm applying this, and we're gonna just get on with the demo portion of this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy my Mascara Monday videos, because it does help me out. So without further ado, I'm going to just jump right into the demo. So I'm not sure why I thought this, but I definitely thought this was going to be a natural bristle brush, which it is not the case. This is what the brush itself actually looks like. It is definitely a rubber bristle brush. And like I was saying, if you can, I don't know that you're going to be able to tell, but at the top here, it has like some like longer spiky looking clumps that are coming out of the actual very top. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the demo portion of this. The formula itself looks pretty nice from what I can see. I mean, it obviously mainly depends on how it applies, but it looks like it's a pretty decent, not too runny, not too thick formula. So we're going to just go ahead and jump right into, I'm going to do the same that I did in my last video, where I'm going to do this eye and leave the other one so you can kind of compare. I don't see the need in doing both eyes. This eye is honestly way easier for me to apply to because it is on like the right side and I'm not having to like try and do this. So anyway, gonna jump right in. Alright, so I would say that's about one coat. I don't love this. I'm not super impressed yet. I'm definitely going to go in with a second coat and see how it turns out after that. I don't hate it either. I mean, it's doing an okay job. What it really is doing very well, I would say, is it's separating pretty well, and it is giving a decent amount of length. I think the volume isn't really there. It's not really adding any kind of like real like circumference around my actual lashes, but I do think that it's giving a decent amount of length. Something that kind of took me by surprise is that I don't actually hate using the end of this. Like normally these kind of things are really gimmicky to me and I find that I just don't like them. But this actually, using this to kind of push up that tip, to push up the lashes, actually I feel like is adding a decent amount of product to the lash itself and is helping lengthen it, which is surprising to me because normally, like I said, I normally would never like that kind of technique. But I think it's doing an okay job. I'm not super in love with it. Like I said, it's just pretty lengthening. I don't really see much volume at all yet. Maybe it will get there in the next coat. But lengthwise, I think it's doing a pretty good job. And if you're one of those people that you really like those separated, kind of more defined individual lashes, then you probably will like this. I'm someone who really enjoys volume just as much as length. I kind of wanted to like pack both of those punches in my mascara. So I'm not loving this so far, but like I said, if it can add some length in the next coat, then I would probably be pretty happy. So now that this has dried down a little bit, I'm gonna go in with another coat and see what happens. I would say this is probably about 2 coats. I'm pretty okay with this mascara. I mean, I'm very particular with my mascara, so like these reviews are gonna be like very bluntly honest, because if I have mascaras that make my eyelashes look better, then I'm not gonna be the most impressed with them. But I would say this is doing an okay job for like what my lashes normally look like. It's not super impressive, but for like an everyday mascara, I'd say this is actually a pretty good one. If you can see the difference between this eye and my right eye, I'd say it's doing a pretty good job. The second coat definitely helped. I use this technique with every single one of my mascaras, where especially in the second coat, once I already have that base coat on, I will actually go back behind my lashes and scoop it up like that, and that normally does a lot for me, which it did actually with this. This actually did that. This is a pretty good mascara for using that technique. It worked out pretty well. So I would say it's doing an okay job. I'm not like the most impressed with this, but if I wanted to just pick this up on like an everyday kind of like, you know, no makeup look, or something where I wanted my eyelashes to look, you know, a little bit more natural and not so dramatic, I would say this is probably a pretty good one. It definitely has added volume in that second coat. So yeah, I might let this dry off and then try and go in for a third one, but I'd say that my eyelashes look very naturally enhanced. I feel like that's a really good way of putting this. So not at all like it claimed in here where it said that it was going to give the false lash effect. That did not happen at all. But I would say that my natural lashes look pretty emphasized, but in a very natural way. So anyway, I think I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back in with a third coat and just see what happens, just because I'm a maniac when it comes to my lashes, and I love to build up mascara as much as possible, so I'm gonna see what happens after a couple seconds of letting this dry down. Alright, now that this has dried down even more, I'm going to go back in with just a third coat. I don't have very high hopes for this because I feel like it's gonna get a little clumpy, but we're gonna see, just in case. You never know. What 3 coats of this mascara looks like. You definitely can start to build up the volume. I think the longer you let it dry and keep going back in with further steps or like further coats. Once again, I just think that it's an okay mascara. I mean, I'm not super impressed with it, but I also don't, you know, hate it by any means either. I think it's doing a pretty good job, but I just definitely have mascaras that do better jobs than this one. My lashes definitely have that hard feeling to them. I can already tell that they're kind of like crunchy a little bit. So if that's something that you like, where those lashes really like get held into place, like maybe if you don't have a lot of curl to your lashes and you want to like curl the lashes and then put something on that keeps them really hard, I think you would really like this as well, because it definitely is kind of holding them. It almost feels like a little bit of like that hairspray kind of feeling in your lashes. So anyway, I'm okay with it. I don't love it. I think for, like I said, once again, as like an everyday mascara, that it's actually pretty good. If you're just looking for like a little bit of that like natural lash look, then you probably would like this a decent amount. So also this was $7.99 at my local Walmart. So it's pretty much on the cheap side, definitely drugstore. So anyway, that's gonna be the final kind of review of this. I like it. I don't love it. But that's pretty much it. Don't have a ton of negative things to say about it either. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.